What's up, you guys? Yes, it's me, Ultra, coming back at you with the old trash format of the videos. We're going to go over Seeking Sister Wife today. And the last couple episodes that have aired, because I haven't been on top of it, so Big Wife, as Garrick calls her, had a very bizarre moment where she almost kissed the third wife. And it was extremely awkward and kind of like a boundary violation. It made me feel like it was definitely intentional and not just an accident. You can see by some of the still frames that it definitely seemed like she was trying to go for her lips or something, just fully enmeshing.
Okay.
It just left me wondering, what was Danielle trying to do here, and what are her intentions for this whole thing? Is she possibly into women herself? Is she looking for a best friend that she wants completely emotionally and physically? I don't understand, but you could tell Natalia was not into it, and it was just extremely weird, and Danielle tried to pass it off by laughing and turning away, but I think that the act was already done and it just came off weird, and it kind of made her the laughing stock. A lot of people are making fun of her for this moment.
Without proposing to her, I gave her a ring and everything.
This is just crazy, Garrick.
You know, Danielle feels like Natalia's not as engaged since Mexico with her.
So next up, let's talk about the bizarre proposal. This was weird on so many levels because it was the most low effort proposal ever. It was like the dollar store version, and it seemed like it was an attempt for them to reignite their spark of passion or something by reminiscing on their own proposal. It's just a super weird way to connect with your partner, and it's so pathetic. I can't. Danielle needs to seriously get some self-respect, because this is not it, sis. This is not the way to get your husband.
Me and Danielle both felt right before we came on this trip that God's presence and his love, and
I couldn't help but notice during this moment he had to really think about what he was going to say next, because he doesn't believe his own bullshit. He's like, God's presence? It's just stupid.
one of the biggest questions in my life is to ask somebody.
Yeah.
It's not like, do you want a hamburger?
Were you nervous when you asked me?
Okay, Danielle, it almost seemed like she was trying to be seductive or she was aroused or something. She's like, yeah. It's just so weird. And he looks exceptionally strange in this scene. Like, the guy's already super weird and he's not attractive at all to me. He reminds me of like some creature, some like swamp goblin or something. And the way he's cringing and everything, he's also just very slow, very developmentally delayed.
You got this.
Actually, Garrick reminds me of Dobby from Harry Potter. Do you guys remember that character? It was back in the day. It definitely doesn't make me think of like some hot hunk of a man or anything. It's just more like that weird guy that's creeping in the dark alley. Danielle ends up having a jealous meltdown of epic proportions, and I think this is when she came to her senses finally. She realized that obviously Natalia wants Garrick all to herself, and we all know this. I think that's probably her plan, is to take him away, but she's not happy about the fact that he's going to Brazil, and he's going long term. He was already 6 weeks in when she was planning on coming, and she was telling the sister-in-law that she's not happy about it and she doesn't actually want to go, and she revealed something really big in the next scenes.
She didn't respond to my messages. She's seen my messages.
Her attention is just more towards Garrick.
How do you know she's not going to respond? You don't even know yet.
He is going back to Brazil.
To me, it's a truly bizarre argument to have when you're getting jealous about your husband's side hoe, let's just keep it real, not texting you back, not getting a text back, being ghosted or something by the side hoe. Like, really? That's how low you've gotten? I would not be able to live with myself if that was me.
I am worried. I know that Danielle has expressed how rocky their relationship is. Like, there'd be nights where Garrick would come over.
So here's where the big revelation comes in, and a ton of bloggers have been speculating on this, the fact that Danielle is in fact pregnant, and they thought that she might have been pregnant with somebody else and living with somebody else, but she reveals this, and that makes her really not want to go to Brazil, and her territorial instincts are kicking in at this point. She's realizing she's going to be vulnerable and with child, and her husband is going for another woman. He's chasing after a fantasy. And she needs support and she needs a provider at this point in her life. And I think that she's really starting to open her eyes to how messed up the situation truly is. And she doesn't want to be a part of it. She's also very nervous that Garrick is not going to be happy about the news, which is super odd to me, the whole thing.
Sexy.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know if I should wear that being pregnant.
Sometimes a life event like this will help you to realize that you're truly in a not okay situation. And I think that she probably should have realized this earlier, considering that she has other children, but perhaps she was thinking that they've already developed their personalities and they're not going to be messed up from this. A baby is just so helpless in a different situation. And at this point, I truly hope that Danielle gets out of this. This is beyond repair to me. It's extremely sad, extremely desperate, very pathetic. There's no love, no chemistry there, and it just makes me really sad to watch. And I hope that Natalia will walk away when she learns that Danielle is pregnant, and I don't know, or Danielle leaves or something, because this is just sick. It's sick on so many levels. I'm curious what you guys thought. Are you guys surprised by this? Did you guys think that she was with somebody else this whole time? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.